He was a brilliant scholar who made a profound impact as a mathematician, sociologist, writer, and educational reformer. We're talking about Kelly Miller Jr. Kelly Miller was born July 18th, 1863, in Winnsboro, South Carolina. His mother was a former slave and his father was a freedman. He was placed into the Winnsboro Regiment of the Confederate Army. From 1878 to 1880, Kelly attended Fairfield Institute, and based on his achievements, Kelly was offered a scholarship to Howard University. Kelly completed a 3-year curriculum in Latin and Greek and then mathematics in 2 years. In 1886, Kelly was given the opportunity to study advanced mathematics with Captain Edgar Frisbie. Captain Frisbie was an English mathematician working at the U.S. Naval Observatory. Captain Frisbie's assistant, Simon Newcomb, noticed Kelly's intellectual ability and recommended that he study at Johns Hopkins University. Kelly attended Johns Hopkins University from 1887 to 1889 and became the first black student to attend the prestigious university. He studied mathematics, physics, and astronomy, and he became the first black American to study graduate mathematics in the United States. Kelly had to teach mathematics at the M Street High School in Washington, D.C. from 1889 to 1890 due to being unable to further his college studies in mathematics due to financial reasons. He was appointed professor of mathematics at Howard University in 1890. Kelly introduced sociology into the curriculum in 1895, serving as professor of sociology from 1895 to 1934. He graduated from Howard University's School of Law in 1903. In 1907, Kelly was appointed Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences there at Howard University. And in 1914, he planned a Negro American Museum and Library. He persuaded Jesse E. Moreland to donate his large private library on blacks in Africa and the United States to Howard University, and it became the foundation for his Negro Americana Museum and Library Center. Kelly was an active member of the American Negro Academy until the organization was discontinued in 1928. Kelly and W.E.B. Du Bois shared similar goals on racial equality, education, and justice. They disagreed on methods and tone, placing Kelly in a neutral position between W.E.B. Du Bois and Booker T. Washington. Kelly agreed with W.E.B. Du Bois that higher education was essential for developing black leadership, but he disagreed with W.E.B. with his views on emphasizing confrontation, protest, and elite leadership through the talented TIF, which emphasized the education and training of leadership of 10% of the black population. Kelly believed this neglected the broader black population, especially those with limited access to higher education. He supported the Niagara Movement, which was founded by W.E.B., but didn't join the movement. He felt the movement was too focused on intellectuals, and especially in regards to the talented 10th. That's what W.E.B.'s focus was on. I mean, the talented 10th was more elitist, and so Kelly didn't feel that that was right. That person who wanted an education and was willing to put the work in should have that opportunity, not just a elite group of black individuals, the top 10%. In 1919, Kelly wrote in his essay, The Negro's Part in the War, he expressed concerns that black Americans who fought in World War I deserved full citizenship and civil rights. In 1917, Kelly published an open letter to President Woodrow Wilson in the Baltimore Afro-American against lynching, which he called national in its range and scope, and called the government's failure to stop it the disgrace of democracy. He also stated it is but hollow mockery of the Negro when he is beaten and bruised in all parts of the nation and flees to the national government for asylum to be denied relief on the basis of doubtful jurisdiction. The black man asks for protection and is given a theory of government. President Wilson was known to not support the federal anti-lynching legislation, even when he was urged by civil rights leaders in organizations like the NAACP. In 1913, Wilson resegregated federal jobs. Black federal employees were separated from white colleagues in federal buildings. Also, Wilson supported the highly racial Birth of the Nation movie, where white men dressed up in blackface and basically chased white women and terrorized them and did sexual acts. I should do something on that. I probably will, because that was just an awful racist propaganda movie. It was sad that Wilson enjoyed it, which many at that time did, especially in white leadership. Kelly assisted W.E.B. Du Bois in editing The Crisis, the official journal of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. He died on December 29th, 1939, at the age of 76. And in 1941, a 160-unit housing development in Leduc Park, which is a neighborhood in D.C., was constructed and named in his honor. Hats off to a remarkable, brilliant man. He was a remarkable mathematician, sociologist, writer, and educator. Hats off to Mr. Kelly Miller Jr. And thank you so much for watching.